Howdy, teens. My name is Adam, and this is the first episode of... We haven't decided on a name yet, so I guess we'll do that by the end of the episode. But this is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast with a couple of high school boys in a basement.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, would you like to introduce yourselves?
That's good.
Hi, I'm Brady. Who am I? Oh, I'm playing Zeke Boner.
Bochner.
Bochner.
Alright, my name's Jacob, and I'm playing Jello Biafra.
My name is Kevin. I'm playing Kirian Reese.
So the idea behind this is we all just kind of we're gonna have a rotating cast of like 13 people, but essentially the three main boys here right now, Brady, Jacob, and Kevin, are going to be the main sort of fellas. They might pop in and out, but every week we'll probably have a mix-up of people or characters in the mix with an ongoing story, and we just hope you like it. We're just a couple of high schoolers being dads.
Not me.
Joke's on you, I've been a dad.
Alright, well, thank you for giving us a listen, and without further ado, we're gonna start the dad. Kirian, you see a dragon in front of you. It is breathing fire. The tendrils around its neck spread out and latch onto you. Your sword is in your hand and you shake. What do you do?
What are its... So you say its tendrils on its neck have latched onto me?
And you wake up to a ruler being smacked on your desk. You see Miss Gudrid standing directly above you.
I'll have none of that, Kirian. You will not nap in detention.
Kirian, you see around you, you see a man with a man just sort of in a black t-shirt and jeans with a pointed hat. He looks back at you as you wake up. And you see someone in just sort of, normal clothes, like again, like t-shirt, jeans. You see another boy sitting next to you with a skateboard underneath of his desk. He's rolling it around with his foot. Miss Gudrid kicks the skateboard out from under him and says,
None of that either. I will not have a mockery made out of this class. You are all in detention for a reason, whether it be school-related, academic, or not. And I expect by the end of today I will have an 18-page paper on the evils of magic. I will be outside, and don't try anything fishy, you stinkers.
She walks out of the room, and the door slams. You hear a lock. What do you do?
Well, I look around at my peers, and I sort of try and engage to see how some of them... How would they seem to me? Do they seem like they would be willing to engage in conversation?
I don't know, try talking to them.
Alright, so I look over to the pointy hat guy, and I say hello.
I respond with, what's poppin'?
Well, same boat as you. What are you in for?
Well, I was, writing some songs about magic, and... They ain't having none of that here, so,
So you're a musician?
Yes. What are you in for?
Oh, a little bit of thievery. Yeah. It was my first try at it, too. Guess it's, not my spiel.
Yeah, what were you trying to steal?
It's just a purse, man. It's
Okay.
wrong place, wrong time, guard round the corner.
Thieving? Really?
Yep.
That's all you got?
Yep.
Must be your first time, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Straight A's?
No, B's, C's.
Better than I ever did.
What are you in for?
Well, you know, under that bridge, there's like
Which one?
the big. I don't remember. But you know all the murals that they paint, the
Yeah.
graffiti.
Yeah.
Well, I was making one with a devil, and he was holding up the sign that says, "I don't use magic," you know, because
That's a very powerful statement you got there, Brady.
it really is.
That's
Dude, I
pretty
thought
woke,
about this.
if I do say so myself.
Dude, I'm a woke skater boy. I don't know what you're talking
Hell
about.
yeah.
As you talk, you hear the teacher outside. As you laugh at each other, you hear the teacher outside, sort of stand up but sit back down, just as a subtle reminder, like you don't want to disrupt the teacher. You got. You look around the classroom. Each one of you has a stack of paper in front of you, a pencil or two. There are windows outside, but they're barred up, and you see a supply closet in the back of the room. The desks are set up in a 3x3 fashion, with the three of you all in a row, with Zeke sitting at the front of the desk, with the two of you sort of in the middle.
You want to go check out the storage closet?
Man, I already got busted once. We gotta have a plan in case she comes in here.
I don't know. Maybe we set the chair against the door thing. You know, so she can't open the door.
We
We
could,
just say that it was stuck or something.
we could hold the chair above our heads, and when she comes back into the room, we like
I'll-
hit her with it.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
that
to do
is
that.
that is a mutiny.
Listen, I'm violent, but like I'm not that violent, okay? Like
Well, it sounds like
Understandable.
someone's a skake. A skake.
what you gonna call me, boy?
It sounds like someone's a fake skater boy. You're not even a bad boy.
No. let's use the
Sounds like you're
skateboard.
unwoke to
Guys,
me.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do like what is it? It's like a trap where she like slides on the skateboard across the room and like we have like a bucket of water that spills on her. You know, like some crazy stuff.
We gotta check the closet to see if there's any prank pulling material. in there.
Exactly. But that's why I said let's budge the door with a chair
You know what?
Okay.
and we'll just say, oh, the door was jammed. We got it though.
Well, how about you take this and I'll give you my bobby pin. It's like, here, there's a lock on there that you can use that with. Go ahead, but leave me out of it.
As Kyrian sits at his desk, Jello Biafra and Zeke Bonaire move to the closet. It is not locked. You open it up and find a dingy old storage closet. Inside, you find a mural of Miss Goodrid. She is wearing Puritan clothes, sort of very old-timey, and she looks like just a general bird person. Not literally. I know it's Dungeons and Dragons, but like she's human. She just kind of looks bird-like.
I
And-
thought you meant like she likes birds.
what do you mean?
Like she's like a bird watcher or something. I didn't think you meant like she looks like a bird.
In the junk room, you see the old, like, unused recreational sporting goods and whatnot. You find 2 fencing swords, both pretty rusted, a baseball bat, 6 baseballs, a sort of Nerf-looking slingshot bow, a batter's helmet, a fencing suit, and an alchemy kit.
We could stab her with the fencing swords and give her tetanus. She'll get lockjaw and die within like a couple months.
Are you in detention for a couple months? Because you like
It's a slow burn, man.
That's
It's
a very
slow burn.
That's a very short-term solution to
No,
a very
we're gonna-
short-term problem.
No, listen, we're gonna get out, but then like a couple months later, she's gonna die and
Well, where is that you'll get in detention again
They're
for
gonna be-
stabbing
they're gonna be
someone.
none the wiser.
Go
the
to
part of her
juvie.
brain that forms memories.
oh dang,
The hippocampus?
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Man,
do
if
you,
I'm wrong about that, it's over.
yeah. You gotta look it up real quick.
do you guys want to take any of this gear? It's sort of a shelf, and you can see behind it. There's like a dark open area behind the shelf.
Is there
but-
anything like bow staff / spear like?
There's baseball bat, but essentially that's it.
I'm not looking at it. I'm looking away.
I still say we give her tennis.
Okay. But first, we have like pens and pencils and stuff, right? And there's a big mural up here. Can I draw like a big cock and balls on the mural?
No.
All right, pause. Try that again. I like the graffiti idea, but let's try to not have the first
real
joke be cock and ball.
Okay, I got one.
All right.
So let's. I got some spray paint. Let's turn her into a not so Puritan woman.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let's like spray paint her.
With 2 extra heads, and then she will be a woman.
I was gonna say like she's gonna show more than just her face.
That's pretty scandalous.
Yeah.
That's pretty raunchy.
Yeah. Dude, think about how she'd feel, man. She'd be like,
she'd feel violated. she'd have to say like at least 3 Hail Marys after
dude,
that.
she'd probably have to say more than 3, man. Something like that gets found, she's dead. She's dead. Let's spray paint magic. And we could hide it. So then when it gets found,
You hear the door at the front of the room. It starts to jingle and a jangle. What do you do?
We gotta get back. We gotta close the door and get back. You close the door, and
The door opens up, and Miss Goodred sees you. She says, "What are you children doing here? Get back in your seat!" And she starts foaming at the mouth a little bit, and she coughs up a tonsil stone onto the floor.
Oh my god! So I'm gonna grab the baseball bat and kind of just like put it behind my back. You know, put both hands behind my back.
Roll stealth check.
Where's the D20? Freaking keep them on the table, boy.
A 19.
With
Don't worry about
3,
it.
so I got a 20 something.
Yeah, you pass. You have the baseball bat like shoved down
Just
your pants.
Barely. It looks like I have a big leg.
I'll add on another page if you don't settle your rumps. Now get to writing. Except for you, Kyrian, you're being a very good boy. Keep it up. But I don't see much writing there. Better get to it, lest God smite you. Bye!
And she shuts the door again and locks it.
She's like, toodaloo.
Ciao.
The closet door is still cracked open, and you guys are still unwatched.
Now I would say is our chance to put the chair under the door if we wanted to engage in some hijinks.
Yeah.
I grab my chair and shove it underneath the door to block it from the inside.
That's pretty wholesome. That's some pretty wholesome teen fun.
Some teen hijinks, you know?
Kyrian sees this, and he's like, he sort of starts playing out how exactly could this go wrong, and he's sort of starting to contemplate whether or not he should join in.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab like a rusty fencing sword and stick it in my pants too. Just in case, man. You gotta be strapped up. Like.
All right.
I need.
So yeah, go ahead and put it in your inventory.
Should I put the bat and the fencing sword?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a fencing sword, but I'm not going to shove it in my pants because I want to, show it to the man that I don't care if I got a rusty fencing sword in my pants.
As you pick up the swords, the tips kind of wobble. Like, these are 5,000% practice swords. They were not intended to hurt anyone.
Okay.
Oh. We're gonna make them hurt people.
As you take away from the, very, very light metal shelf, you see behind it through there that there's more stuff behind it, but the shelf sort of acts as a wall.
Mm-hmm.
On the shelf, there's still the 6 baseballs, the slingshot, the bow, the nerf slingshot bow, the batter's helmet, fencing suit, and alchemy kit.
Ooh. Fencing suit and batting helmet as like a riot gear.
Yeah.
What do you guys need riot gear for?
So we can take down Miss Detention Lady and freaking kill her.
Alright, Kiran gets up and he decides to silently take a look. He's not going to engage in any
I
conversation,
think
but he's going to take a look into...
I challenge you to an arm wrestle.
Okay.
Whoever the strongest gets the armor. Okay?
Okay. We could split the armor.
No, we need
Okay.
full
Okay.
armor.
We need full
Like
teen
you
on
need to
teen
be
violence.
full right, and whoever gets it gets the baseball bat too. Okay.
Okay.
So like you become pretty much where you're gonna be.
You become Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for
roll.
it. Strength competition.
Okay. Got a 10.
So it's that plus your modifier.
Yeah, so 10.
Let's-
Modifier's 1.
Also, for those at home, this is
Is that
kind
a
of like,
tie?
We just tied.
oh, now you have to arm wrestle in real life. No, you don't
Oh
have
dang
to.
it! I really wanted to. Okay, do we just
Yeah,
round 2?
no, not round. Just split the armor or take the armor. Whoever says I take the armor first gets it.
I take the armor.
Okay, I didn't want it. I just wanted to seem strong. I'm gonna be honest.
You, out of consolation, you get to keep the baseball bat.
Oh yes.
So Jake, are you gonna put these on or just sort of keep them in your backpack?
Put it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely putting them on. So.
Can we get a recap of the inventory that's left in the cabinet?
You have 6 baseballs, a Nerf slingshot, and an alchemy kit.
I mean, you
Okay,
can take
so
that slingshot.
I was looking for a weapon, but I'm kind of disappointed that they have one.
Take
and I don't
the
see one.
baseball. They're pretty dense.
I'm gonna grab 4 of the baseballs because
Yeah.
I don't.
You have
I
two,
don't have pockets,
like,
so
long
Yeah.
things.
I'll give you the bat for the fencing sword, so I can dual double fist and just swing them everywhere.
Also, don't get hung up on stats or inventory. Just say like, "Oh, I take it," and then we'll be done with it. Because like people don't want to listen to stats. You feel?
Yeah.
I'm not. By the way, please don't take any of this as reprimanding. Just constructive criticism. Because I love you, gamer babies.
I'll kill you.
I hope that got on audio, and that's gonna be the intro for this show.
I'll kill you.
Brady.
There's that for you.
Brad.
Now we have it on tape, and I'm gonna take it to the court, and I'm gonna tell him you threatened me
Do it.
into the microphone.
Do it, Fricker. Do it. Do it, Fricker.
Freddy Fricker.
Do you want my fencing sword? Or my bat, I mean.
Yeah, I think that's a trade I'd be willing to make.
Okay. Yeah, you can have my bat.
I'll
and
make you
take
an
my
offer you
fencing
can't
sword.
refuse, and we see Brady take a horse head out of his pocket and put it on the table.
Oh my god. No! Just so you all know, I'm vegan.
Is that true?
No, I'm just
like,
kidding. I'm just
is your character? Yeah, no, you had like a meat za
No,
earlier.
Yeah, no. No, I didn't. I had a vegetable one.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
But no, I'm not actually vegan, and my character is not vegan.
hey, you guys, you see out the window a restaurant across the way that says vegan haircuts.
I don't know if I want that, man. I already have a buzz cut. Like,
I'm pretty hankering for a vegan haircut, if you know what
You-
I mean.
you were rubbing your stomach,
Yeah.
but it's a haircut.
Yeah.
He's got a really hairy tummy.
I've got a hairy tummy, you know?
That's
a man's
canon
gotta
now.
do what I gotta
That's
do.
canon now. Jell Biafra has a full head of hair on his stomach. But yeah, as you guys are sort of picking apart the shelf, you see through it, there is another, like, room behind it with another door, and it wouldn't be hard to, like, move this shelf out of the way. It's a very, like, dusty, like, there's dust on everything, there's cobwebs, like, as you pull it away. This room has probably not been touched in years.
I think us two strong boys could do it. Since this weak little thieving boy over
Hey,
here, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, let's push it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You guys push it out of the way, and you open it up to see, you see another storage closet, but this one is almost just as barren as the one before, with not much in it at all. but there is a door there, and the door is unlocked.
I'm gonna go through.
Yeah, I'm going through.
Yeah.
I'm following them.
You open the door, and it's a classroom almost identical to yours, but like mirrored. It's a very like Georgian architecture. Like it's just like a reflected classroom, exact same desk setup.
Does it have like a Miss Goodrid in it, but it's like her colors
It's
are
good.
reversed?
It's called
she's
Good
black.
Rid Miss.
Bad rid.
She's
Bad Rid.
Bad Rid, Mr. Bad Rid.
She's like a black on white negative image, and her head is on her feet. But it's just an empty classroom. The windows aren't barred. But it's still like you'd be seen if you were like it like you look outside and it's essentially town square that you're in.
Okay.
I'm gonna close the doors behind me.
Yeah, I want to get on my hands and knees and crawl through the classroom just so that I don't get seen by anyone.
Oh, did I bring my skateboard with me?
No, you didn't. Your skateboard? Yeah, sure.
Okay. I somehow skate with only one foot and just start kicking desks out of the way. It's like, brah, like just steamrolling through them, man.
You hear
shoot.
like this good. You hear from the outside the desks stand up and like the door go to open. Like, you hear like outside of the door in this room, not the closet door, but the one at the front of the class. You hear the door next to it try to jiggle open, the one that was to the classroom you were just previously in. And she says, "Open this door! I'll eat your dad!"
I shove a chair underneath the door.
Oh, so now we have both doors barred off. Now that's a strat. I don't even know what to do now.
I sort of look around the room, see if it's... Look along the walls. Is there anything along the walls that could tell us what exactly this room was exactly?
This room was another classroom.
Okay,
You're
but,
essentially in a one-room schoolhouse that has a couple of rooms, which
Okay.
makes it basically a
Let's
schoolhouse.
say then it's not a one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
now it's a two-room.
And also there's like a lobby to it, so... But this seems like the extent... If there was windows on the left of the previous classroom, there's windows on the right of this classroom. So
Alright.
you know that that's about as wide as the school gets.
Is there anything of interest in the classroom?
You see a small latch above the teacher's desk with like a little dangle rope hanging down from it.
I see we investigate.
Yeah, open it. Let's open it.
Yeah, I think that's where we want to go.
Jacob just motioned, pointing at his head like a think man, like he did a really strong think. Everyone is doing it now.
Not... I'm doing it. But I just...
They don't really understand podcasts yet, but it's okay. They'll learn.
Hey. Frick you.
My temptation is to ignore that completely and do like a jumping roll, like crashing through the window and out onto the town square. But that seems a little bit too dramatic, so
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
maybe
go
just
through
open
the
up.
latch.
Let's just open up the latch.
Go through the
Yeah.
latch.
You open the latch, and it's a small maintenance thing. It seems only big enough for about one person. You still hear the... You're going?
I would like to go.
You still hear Miss Goodrid banging on the doors, and it sounds like she almost has like the force to like open up the other door by now.
I want to stand guard near the door so he can investigate.
After this is over, we're gonna have to test that because I don't think anyone can ever break it. But
Is that a thing? Like, can people
no, like
not?
people can't break it. Like it's this whole like thing about leverage, where it creates so much leverage that like
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
yeah, for real.
What is leverage?
It's like the only way you can do it.
It's
Is like
when-
straight up battering ram.
It's when I have your daughter in my basement
Oh dang!
with a gun to her
Oh
head.
my god! Which V? Oh, whoa!
It's Michael Vsauce.
It's Vsauce 2, the only one that nobody knows.
I love Michael
I don't know.
Vsauce. I hope his full name is Michael Andrew Vsauce.
Is that his actual middle name?
No, Vsauce is also not his last name.
It's actually short for virgin sauce.
Vegan sauce.
Vegan sauce.
Do you think I can get some vegan sauce with my vegan haircut?
Well,
That's
once we
called
get out of
shampoo.
here.
That's called shampoo, Jacob. Silly goober. Hey, so this is Adam, your DM. Our dang old thing ran out of space, so we ported it to a computer, we cleared it out, and we thought it might be good just because, like, this is the first time any of us, like, are recording a podcast. We thought it would be good that you get to know us, and to do that, we have a bit, and today's Dungeons & Dragons episode is sponsored by the Dictionary.com word of the day, which is...
Sinew. S-I-N...
Sinew?
Is it sinew?
It takes
Sinew.
more than sinew.
Sinew.
Down to what
S-I-N-E-W.
sinew.
Sorry, you put the dyslexic on
You
the
have
reading the
sinew.
words. So it's S-I-N-E-W, and it's a noun. Okay, the definition. First definition is tendon, especially one dressed for use as a cord or thread.
Yeah, like, it's a hunting thing.
A solid, resilient strength. Power. The chief supporting force. Mainstay. Usually used in plural. You want to have a did you know?
Did you know?
Do you want to use the did you know?
Did we know?
Did you know gaming.com?
Did you know? Many parts of the body have come to... What? Oh my god. Many parts of the body have come to have figurative meanings in English. One can have an eye for interior design. For example, or lack the stomach for horror movies. Muscle, of course, can mean strength. And so can sinew. Whatever it's called. A word for the tissue that ties
If we're gonna have a
muscles to
word a
bone.
day thing, we're gonna have to learn how to pronounce the
Listen,
word.
it's sinew.
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 Oh, I guess
Sinew.
it is sinew.
Sinew, okay.
It takes more than sinew. Comes down to what sinew.
Sorry.
I'm gonna play that, like, I'm gonna download it and play it over that
So-
section.
They're more commonly known as a tendon. For a while, sinew and nerve were used in a...
You can't
It's
spell
okay.
sinew without sin.
No one cares about the
yeah,
did
just
you know
please
anyway.
just cut all of that out. Oh my god.
Brady has dyslexia.
I know. I'm an actor, yet I can't even like read. Like, how does that work? Wait. Sinew. It's sinew.
I'll find a text to speech.
You want to get a different one? Cause this
no,
word,
we're
like-
not gonna get a different
No,
one. It's
yeah,
the word
no.
of the day.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Speaking of sinew as a tendon, my dad, like,
We could wait 5 minutes, and then there will be another word of the day.
does that mean that it is
11:55?
11:55?
It's 11:55.
What I'm getting
No.
is that
It's like an Animal Crossing when you like try to rework the clock.
The clock
so
on your
that-
DS.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be very late doing this, but whatever. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be tired humor, which is the best kind of humor.
Hey yo, I got some tired humor
Hey.
for you. Why'd the bike fall over?
Why?
It was too tired.
I get it.
Or like sand.
I just want you to know Jacob was being very over exaggerated for that.
Just so you know, Jacob loves dogs. Is that true? Do you love dogs?
No.
None of that, sir. No. I'll have no
I
effrontery
like-
in this court.
I like cats
doubt my
better
probity.
than dogs, personally.
Hippity hoppity, don't doubt my probity.
Unless you doubt that my purpose.
I say hippity hoopity.
Did you guys know that like cats, like some cats that are seen as deaf, like it's been proven that a lot of cats like know you call them by name, they just don't care.
Dude, joke's on you. That's how I live.
What?
You
What were
said,
you
"Hey,
doing?"
Brody."
Hey, Brody. Walks away.
I've never felt so alive.
Said
That's supposed to mean.
that would be a
really
good
is.
thing to put. That would be a pretty good thing to put in Hotel Transylvania 4 when a zombie comes back from the dead, and that's the joke they put in the
Oh.
Sony Pictures animation. Hotel. What's the plot of Hotel Transylvania 4?
So what?
What even
they've
is
been,
Hotel
they've been in a
Transylvania?
hotel. No, they were in a hotel when the two were dating, and then the second one.
No.
has a
Like
son, right?
Hotel
Like,
Transylvania
Dracula
4
has a son.
has not come out yet.
The third one, I know. The third one, they're on a ship.
The shipwreck.
So the fourth,
Shipwreck.
the fourth one.
The fourth one, it hasn't come out yet.
There's 3 Hotel Transylvania movies?
What's? Oh yeah, no, there is. All
There's
starring
3.
Adam Sandler,
Sander.
I didn't.
Colonel
I like,
Sandler.
I like.
That's really good.
I barely knew those movies existed.
Oh, is it really good, Kevin?
It is, yeah.
Essentially, the
Yeah.
plot of Hotel
Yeah.
Transylvania is
Yeah.
thus.
Yeah.
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 Hotel Transylvania is all about ghouls in a
Don't
hotel,
read it.
and it's based on the pun on the song Hotel California, I think.
No. There is a.
Stop rolling
No.
dice.
I'm-
It's the word of the day.
He's throwing
Stop!
dice. He's throwing dice. I rolled dice. He's throwing dice.
Okay, so it's the whole thing that. Oh, I just hit that mic loud. You stole my pencil.
Oh, sorry.
So it's like Transylvania's where Dracula lives, and he turns it into a friggin' hotel for his friends that are ghouls.
Yeah, but it's a joke on the song Hotel California.
Oh.
So welcome to Speech and Debate, word of the day, Hotel Transylvania, sinew.
No!
No screaming. Unless there's a fire.
Echoed throughout the basement.
Guys, there's a fire. We gotta get out of here.
No! Wait,
Adam's
new word of the
mother
day's
can
about to
hear us through
happen.
the floor.
Oh.
She's thoroughly
We're getting 2
consumed
words of
with
the day
word.
for this one.
A bonus word for today, just because you guys have been so supportive recently of the podcast.
Past.
The bonus word for the day is penis butthole.
No.
Every time you say that, that's another editing thing I have to do.
So you're saying is you just say it as much as possible.
Just bleep it out.
I might bleep
Yeah.
out this whole segment.
No, just bleep out any time that we say
Well, then
like,
people are gonna think you're gonna be saying pacifier in my butthole, which I have to edit out. I have to edit that out now. I'm not gonna bleep it out. I'm gonna cut it.
Pacifier. It so works too. You could put a pacifier in your
It's
butthole.
officially a new day.
You could still do the same thing.
What's that?
It's officially a new day, but they haven't come out with a new word.
I want Jacob to read this one.
It hasn't come out!
Shh, baby.
Quiet down.
Baby, I love you, but also, shut your hole.
I found one, but I want to use this one.
I want Jacob to read it. Jacob's a good reader, man.
Am
I don't know. I've never. You can't read, can you?
I? The word of the day is penis butthole. Okay. The word of the day is fill up.
Philip, the name?
Fillip, which means anything that tends to rouse, excite, or revive. A stimulus.
So like, that's some. It's like a
Baby,
slang for like, hey,
This-
can you get me my fix? Like, is it the equivalent to fix?
Another. Let's see. Praise is the example sentence they give is praise is an excellent fill up for waning ambition.
See, the
I don't
thing.
know what Brady's laughing about, but he had to exit the room.
And
Right now, returning.
Yeah, no. Brady has
Why
has
don't you-
left the recording table. He's on the floor, and we don't know why. He's laughing about something, but I
He was
don't.
trying to mouth something to us to probably prevent giving our editor some problems.
okay.
What do you want, huh? It's not that funny.
I hate
at
this.
all.
I have to cut out all these bits because I can't put in the words penis butthole.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but that's immediately what I
Okay.
thought when he said stimulus.
second-
I was like, penis butthole.
The second definition is an act or instance of filliping. A smart tap
Filliping.
the smart tap or stroke.
Young men,
We're just edgy, okay?
you are edge. All right.
So basically, Philip is penis butthole.
Again, I'd like to keep it PG-13, clean comedy, and not very referential
How is
humor.
penis butthole not clean PG-13 content?
All
I
right.
whisper it really quietly. Can we keep it in?
No. Sit down.
If I say it in a wild, wacky voice, can we keep it in?
Penis butthole.
I swear to God, if the name of our first D&D episode comes out to be penis butthole, I'm going to crucify you.
We should probably get back to D&D. It's getting a little out of hand.
No, I want to
Insidious.
continue the word of the day,
Okay.
just for a hot minute or two.
Citations for Philip. It is so pleasant to receive a fill-up of excitement when suffering from the dull routine of everyday life.
But, like, do you think there's just a man at dictionary.com who sits alone in his basement and not even in his
like how we're
basement.
sitting alone in your basement.
It's not alone if there's 4 people.
That's alone.
Brady, I'm gonna
What?
spit in your eye.
I'm gonna put some dirt.
Do it!
Really, Adam? Do you think that's
That's not very PG-13 of you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm gonna put some dirt.
You better say your Hail Marys right now.
Oh God.
Hey, yo, like the Tony Hawk skater move?
Yeah. Adam?
Please. Imagine,
Adam?
like, your favorite teacher ever, ×2, is going to be listening to this.
Adam,
Okay.
Would you want him to hear you saying...
Yes, I would
Adam,
love him
you're a
to.
poopy butthole, man. you're not even Mr.
You're just a poopy butthole.
Adam, I'm going to fill up you all the way to your poopy butthole.
Essentially, this whole bit is just gonna get completely cut.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Why?
Because I don't want to hear it about prolapsed anus on my podcast.
We're not talking about
I'm still hung up.
prolapsed
Listen, we're talking about
anuses.
my
We're
anus.
I'm
just
still
talking
thinking about
poopy
pacifier
butthole.
in the anus.
Poopy
That's what I'm thinking of how babies suck on the pacifier and go like, I'm thinking like someone clenching their anal cavity.
Yeah, how do you,
So that the pacifier goes,
how do you think I poop so quickly?
I hate this. I despise this.
oh no. Oh god.
We're gonna wrap this
That
up.
means run.
We're gonna wrap this up without saying anything un-PG that I have to cut or censor.
That's not possible.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Weird.
goodbye everyone. My name is
The-
Penis Butthole and this is the Penis Butthole Variety Show.
Stop! No! I was like, is he gonna like do it for a bit or is he gonna actually like be Nick Good? Nope.
Okay. This has been your double dosage of word of the day.
Double D's.
I thought we were good.
I made you fuck it up in the conclusion. I tried to sharpen my pencil, but I'm too weak. Oh my god.
Well,
Hey, give me a hot sec. I don't know if I'm gonna censor that out or if I'm just gonna cut it entirely, but this has been your word of the day, double word of the day, hour. I don't know. What's it been? 12 minutes, something like that. 14.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay. Well,
too much penis and butthole for 14 minutes.
God damn it! Just let me wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
Wrap up my penis and
Together or separate?
I hate it. I hate it so much. The words for today are Philip and sinew. I love you, and thank you for bearing with us as we get through our first ever dang old podcast. I love you, kisses. After a brief commercial break for the word of the day, we are back to the D&D campaign where we left off. Zeke, you are in a crawl space with a safe that has a key lock in it, but also a combination spin lock.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob, better known as Jello Biafra, you are currently guarding up against the door so that Mrs. Goodrid doesn't enter into the room.
We're a little giggly right now.
Just reminiscing on Mr. Badrid.
The reverse. Oh my! I forgot about that.
And where were Kevin, better known as Kyrian, better known as Ryan?
Yeah, you're Ryan. You're Ryan.
Where are you?
Well, I'm pretty sure the last thing I did was I just like surveyed the room, and I don't think I really did anything. So I guess it's my time.
You hear from outside. Miss Goodrid says, "If you boys don't open up this door, I'm going to the assistant principal, and he's going to get the key to the window, and we will come in through the window."
So I kind of look at everyone and I'm like, should we go out the window?
I'm in a crawl space.
Like,
How are
they're
you
gonna
looking
get
at
in.
me?
Well, I look at
Jello.
Jello.
Jello. Yeah, that starts with a Z. I look at Jello and I'm like, I look at the window. I look back. I look at the window and I look at him. Look at the window. So I'm like implying, hey, should we go out the window?
Yeah. Well, the window's right out by town square, right?
Yes.
So I think going out through the window is a good idea.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna see us.
Yeah, but they.
And if the assistant principals are like, "Arr," then we all die.
Die?
Not die. You probably just get detention again. That's probably the worst that could happen.
That's true.
It's
And I'm gonna continue to explore this place, this maintenance thing.
All right. Jello, you see at the desk in front of you there is a drawer. There's a set of drawers to this teacher's desk. And you assume there's a set of drawers on Mrs. Goodrid's desk as well. You all take a minute and think back on what this town means to you. This town is called Baltimore.
Oh my god!
No, it's
pretty
this
black.
this town is called Preston. You are currently in the town of Preston. It's an
Preston Garvey.
what? I don't.
A settlement needs
Needs
your
your
help.
What is that from?
Fallout 4.
Yeah. I never played more than like 10 hours of that game, and I know that.
I have
So-
300 hours logged.
Jesus.
Preston is a sort of neo-Amish town. All of the buildings, as you look outside onto town square, are sort of taller, higher standing.
Neo Amish sounds terrible.
Yeah, it really does. Like, the Amish
Oh
are
my
already
God.
terrible, but, like, Neo, man.
What happens when
Wait,
an
stop!
Amish
You're
person-
gonna
oh, wait.
offend all of our Amish podcast listeners.
Oh, because we have so many of them. Dude.
No burpees on
burpees.
record.
Well, it's not a burpee. It was just a burp because a burpee is an exercise warm up.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
Shut up.
If we're gonna play it close to the mic game, two can play it. I shouldn't be challenging anyone to that.
Hey, if we want to play
Hey.
close to the mic game, let's not get close to the mic. Get away from the microphone, Brady.
Stop. Okay, so I'm in. Can I try to open the safe again?
Yeah.
Give me something to roll.
Yeah.
Can I use a different method of opening it?
Yeah.
Can I just do a sick flip over it and it just
You're
opens?
in a crawl space right now.
Yeah. What other type could I use to open it?
Brute force.
So strength.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4.
You punch it, and it hurts your hand a little, and then you don't punch it again.
What if I want to punch it again?
Well, go for it. It's probably gonna hurt your hand.
I got 17.
You're not gonna punch open a safe, probably.
Yeah. You want to? You want to test?
Kevin, listen. I love your can crinkling ASMR. I really do.
Kevin, shut up again. If you miss,
Should I do it?
if you miss it,
Should I do it?
he's about to throw it in the trash can. It was Kevin. It was 5 feet away. Not
Nothing
even.
but net.
Nothing but nothing.
Nothing but net.
Can I try to punch it one more time?
If you really want to.
got a
Fantastic,
13.
fantastic. You hear Miss Goodrid walk away. You don't know exactly where she's going. Jello, what do you do?
Well, since I hear her walk away, I'd like to examine her desk.
Like you want to open the door and go
Yeah.
outside?
I'd like to open. Wait, open the. No, there's
Not outside, but like
there's
go
a desk in the
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
her in the classroom. Right?
Yeah, you want to check the desk in the
Yeah,
classroom?
I want to check the desk in the
Okay.
classroom.
You roll perception for me.
You gotta give him a dime.
How do I do that?
You roll it.
You okay for
No, I'll help him out. Roll it. What's your perception thing?
Perception.
it should be in your skills near the bottom.
+0.
Okay,
So-
so you got a 14.
Okay.
Upon opening the drawer, you see a small green key with a couple of numbers etched into it. 14-3. And you now have a key with an etching.
Well, I'm taking the key, obviously.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell him
So
about
crimes.
the combination.
Can I try to open the safe with the key?
You take the key and punch in the code. Opening the safe, you find an old, very pristine, no dust on it whatsoever. A small cube, crystalline, cracked, almost to the point of shattering. It glows weakly with a small white light. Small chains inside the cube move corner to corner, forming a tightly woven intersection at the soul of the thing. It seems thankful to be held, but it persistently struggles against its binds. It vibrates in your hand.
I'm gonna take it and put it in my back pocket and not tell them.
Okay.
Do we have to all do a...
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say... I would
Yeah, you
just-
can just not tell them.
Okay.
Hey, what's in the safe?
Nothing. Somebody must have already gotten to it.
Already got into it. It was in a crawl space in your high school.
Well, yeah, but like the maintenance dude could have been like, "I'll put this for some tricksters."
I know who will.
See, the main thing is I love Kevin.
I love Kevin too.
Also, check out our next podcast coming out probably in a couple of weeks called Kevin Heaven.
Oh Jesus, no.
Stop.
No.
Kevin Heaven is the idyllic podcast where we talk about all the good things that Kevin has done throughout the day.
My life is so
Literally
mind-bogglingly boring. That will be the worst.
Mind-boggling
podcast.
is not the word. Is not the adjective.
My shirt
That's-
has a burrito on it.
Is that true? Oh.
And a 40 ounce.
Yeah, this is the first
Oh.
recording, and essentially, it's a quote-unquote party where we play Dungeons & Dragons, and he wore over a band shirt called Pity Party, and I just,
Yeah.
I felt pretty bad when he walked in.
I didn't think about it until after I was here.
You take the cube. Do you exit the crawl space?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Kevin, also known as Ryan, what do you do?
Skip the. All right, so. She's probably gone. She just threatened to go through the window. So we should probably go out through the window first and try and like get out. You know, we're already
But-
past the point of like we've already done stuff wrong. She's already onto us, and I say we try and get out of this joint.
Yeah.
So do you guys?
I'm
wanna try and
gonna
bust out
just
the window?
bust open the window with my bat.
Like,
Wait,
you're
no,
gonna
with my
smash
fencing
it?
sword.
There is a latch on the window. You could open it.
Okay, but that's not fun.
That's lame.
I'm gonna bust it open with my two rusty, not swords, fencing sabers.
Roll strength.
17.
17. As you whap at the window, the tip of the blade kind of bends, like not like crooked bends, but like a wobbly thin piece of metal might. It's not a blade on it. It's just sort of like it just sort of whaps the window, and there's a small crack on it.
I would like to try diving headfirst through the window.
Roll athletics. Top of the thing.
20.
Natural 20.
Natty 20.
Jello Biafra launches himself through the window head first, doing a triple backflip. He lands in the
Oh,
grass gracefully as glass shatters behind him.
But the glass shattering behind me, it like glistens in the sunlight.
We see it.
Can I
we
go to-
see a
in a-
slow-mo show up. We see a slow-mo close-up on Jello Biafra's eye as glass flies by
Can I-
in slow motion.
And I give a subtle wink to the camera.
Can I try to do the same?
Yeah, go for it.
Not the exact same. Should I roll for acrobatics or
I don't
athletics?
care how well you flip. Just roll.
I got a 10.
You,
My acrobatics are 5.
oh.
You need me to do anything. I got it.
As you dive through the window, you land you dive like as if you were falling into a pool, not so much as like about to roll onto grass, and so your hands like sort of are in front of you and fumble as you fall onto your side. You feel the glass cube in your back pocket break under you.
No.
All at once, Kyrian, Jello, and Zeke, you see a white light come out from underneath of Zeke as he lays in the grass.
It's under my bum.
I wouldn't say it.
In a
It that shall not be named.
in a kind, womanly voice, you hear, "Thank you for your hospitality. Sadly, my mission is against your interest, I believe. Please take this." Light pours into you from the source of this glowing orb that is enlarges itself over top of Zeke. Be it a beam on your chest or hand or face, you feel the light seep into you. It's nauseating. About a year, I suppose. I'm real sorry. Good luck and I'll see you when I see you, okay? And the light zips off into the distance. Outside, everything sort of darkens in the area you're in, as if someone had lit up a light, but the torch emits darkness. The sky doesn't turn starry, but it turns a little gray just above where you are, and you see small, almost holographic stars pop up around you, sure signs of some magic being performed, and you three are essentially in a spotlight. What do you do?
I'm running.
Where do you guys follow suit?
Yeah, I'll follow
Let's
suit.
Definitely,
Let's run away from the town.
Yeah.
Are you running? Okay, so what is your plan of escape? The town is, for the most part, there's a chain fence all around it, and you see a couple of people start chasing close behind you. There is a residential area with a couple of buildings to hide out in. There's a grocery store and a bank with a small opening. There are some trees and a park nearby that might let you climb over the fence, or there is a gate right up front with 2 guards by it.
I don't know if I want to fight guards.
Yeah,
if
no.
people are
Yeah.
following us. Let's go to the trees. I'm gonna run to the trees.
So you guys are all gonna go up the trees?
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think since he's the one that's like been calling out stuff first, I'm guessing he's in the lead.
Yeah.
So.
Zeke runs through the town, passing streets, jumping over fences as he heads toward the park. The storm grate that usually centers the park and has fountains running around it, the fountains have stopped and the grate seems to rattle with some sort of odd noise. You see angry villagers with pitchforks and torches and guns behind you.
God.
We gotta get out of here.
Like what kind of guns?
Very, very muskety looking.
Okay, but those aren't very accurate.
So what you're saying is we just stand there and get killed.
Are you telling me that I could bring a musket to school and I wouldn't get yelled at? Is that what you're are you telling me
No,
that
I'm
muskets...
saying that I'm
Carroll
saying that
County
if someone was
Public
chasing
Schools
me,
does not condone the use of violence.
I'm saying that
or
if someone was chasing me with a machine gun, I'd feel a lot less safe than if someone
you're
was
saying-
chasing me with a musket.
Yeah, but you still aren't safe.
But it's a little
Okay,
safe.
I'm
You're
gonna
being
climb up the
chased,
tree and try to jump over the fence.
Go ahead, roll acrobatics.
23.
As you climb up the trees and the fence, sort of halfway between the two of them, you see some of like the light hit you in both of your hands, and they sort of started to burn as it hit, and right now you feel like a sort of a painful heat in them. And as you climb, you see smoke come up from the tree limbs that you've grabbed, and the green underneath turn black. And you see some of the metal on the fence start to heat up hot red, almost to branding temperatures. You manage to make it over the fence.
They remain hot.
Yes, they remain
Could
hot.
I like burn a hole? Like, or not burn, but like melt a hole in the fence?
The heat has gone away. It's very sporadic.
Okay.
Oh, so the heat's gone?
No, like it's still hot on the fence, but like his hands are no longer like
Oh, okay.
being warm men.
Kyrian is gonna think for a second, and then he's gonna try and like, since it's hot, maybe it's more malleable.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try and kick it. You know, he has a shoe on, so he's gonna
A shoe. He only has one.
a singular shoe. So do I need to roll for
Yeah,
something?
roll strength.
Okay. That is a 8.
You manage to kick open, like, just enough so that there's a small gateway to get through, but you'd have to do some sort of crawl to get under it, and also it's a very sharp, hot, jagged metal. The townsmen approach both of you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Of both of us?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
15.
It's 5.
Left 4 Dead 3.
Kyrian, you manage to not get snagged with a rope around both of your legs, but
That's
Jello,
a nice
on
way
the other
to tell me
hand.
that I got snagged with a rope around both of my
Sucks to
legs.
suck, Jello.
but Jello, yes, you are currently tied up, and you feel yourself being dragged back. You're holding
hate
on
to
to
see
limbs, trying to pull yourself back up. Kyrian, what do you do?
I'm gonna look back, and I'm gonna, I'm like, oh shit. So I'm gonna crawl back through.
Crawl back through?
Yeah.
What a good man.
All right, crawling back through, you take 6 damage.
Scheisse. There's like 5 hit points left.
Yeah, but you get death saves.
Okay.
We'll learn about those when we learn about them. Education
So,
is important. That's why you kids are ditching school to run away and be magic men.
So I'm
Hell
gonna.
yeah.
Frick magic.
So
I'm woke.
I'm gonna look at like who's pulling him.
It's an old man with a heavy backpack with a bundle of sticks around it. He has a sort of pilgrim hat.
So I'm gonna use one of my baseballs and I'm gonna throw it at the old man's head.
All right, roll dexterity.
Just a saving throw or
No, just regular dexterity.
14.
14. You manage to beam him across the head, and he lets go of his rope. Jello, you are still tied from the waist down. What do you do?
I'm gonna sprint up to the old man.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh, wow.
He has a sort of welt on his forehead, and there's a mob following like close behind him. And he says, "You're a dang old witch, and you're gonna bring a deemer." You probably gave him a concussion.
Oh. So is it? Do I get another thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sort of just like shove him, like just a quick little shove.
That's what you get for tying up my friend with ropes.
No, I'm just trying to get him off, like
Oh.
back away, you know.
Uh-huh.
While he's doing that, I'm going to... Are the ropes on me in
Yeah.
a way that would inhibit movement?
Not necessarily. You probably couldn't run, but like it's a loose lasso around your legs.
I'm going to loosen the lasso
Mm-hmm.
from my legs.
Do you want to try and crawl away out the hole?
Yeah, probably. Wait, is he still back there?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I'm gonna help him out then, because he helped me out.
I'm like ushering him, like I just pushed him and the mob's coming. I'm sort of gonna like go, you know. Like,
Okay. Then I'm gonna get out of there.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to crawl through that hole.
Kyrian, are you also going to try and?
I'm gonna
through the
go
hole?
right behind him. I'm gonna go in right behind him.
You both take 3 points of damage from the now cooled jagged metal. And you see the villagers try and work their way around through the main gate, but you are now in dense, heavy forest.
Okay.
Are you what pace are you guys running at, and do you have any idea where you're running to?
I'm trying to run as fast as I can, but it's not what it would normally be because I am hurting, dude. I'm at low HP. I'm at 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sort of, and it's like all along my side,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's hard to kind of twist at all, you know.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm a little bit injured. so I could run faster than him. But I'm
So I beat him in a foot race, and now I'm the fastest, and that
No.
makes me the alpha dog.
I'm the fastest because I'm not injured at all.
Since he just saved my life, I'm not about to leave this kind soul behind.
So you lasso him and drag him along like you're
Ow.
about to draw and quarter him.
And,
Listen.
and I drag his dumb little face across the ground. No.
Listen.
No.
You know what farmers do when their animals don't become useful anymore? Bullet to the head.
You guys don't have guns, you're children.
I'm 23. I ain't no child boy.
Old man, what are you doing in a high school? Old man.
What are you doing at a high school? You should be in a retirement home.
Listen, just because I'm stupid doesn't mean that I.
You can't count.
Well,
Is that your hot take?
That's my hot take and hot cakes with Jacob Zielinski.
Check out our podcast next
Oh
week
my
following
God.
Kevin Heaven, Hot Takes and Hot Cakes with Jacob Zielinski, where he gives unpopular opinions while eating pancakes.
dear God. Well, I'm gonna keep running.
You guys, do you have any idea where you're going? Do you guys know any landmarks?
No, we're
no
just all
idea.
gonna run in one direction and see where it takes us.
I feel like the combination of
Maybe we'll start a boy band,
We're gonna tour the country and we're gonna storm the countryside.
and then we're gonna break up and
Your shits
hate
won't
each
be
other.
invited.
And the boy band is going to be called Northward Harambe's.
North direction.
Puritunes.
I think we found an episode name right there.
Oh God.
As you run for a long while, when you came into school, it was about sunrise, and it's now a little after noon. You run through the thick of the forest, always keeping an eye on one another, and as you move, you get to a sort of clearing, a very calm, peaceful area. Where you can sit down and gather yourself. You see an extinguished campfire in the middle of this clearing and a small satchel.
I'm gonna grab some of that colon, put it on my tongue, taste how fresh it is.
Taste. Do you want to legit do a roll for
Yes. What's the rule? What do you use?
that? Nature, or like survival.
Nature or survival?
No, investigation. Investigation.
11.
11. It tastes like coal. That's the most you get from the situation.
I'm going to hover my hand above the fire and see if the coals are still hot.
It feels pretty warm.
Okay.
Listen, just because I have unorthodox methods doesn't mean they're wrong. Don't have to give me judgmental looks.
Yeah, he's the oldest one here.
Yeah, I'm obviously smarter than you guys.
You guys
No
got
counting, no problem.
I'm
You guys
woke,
gotta-
okay? You're not.
you guys got a
I
George
think
and
that you are
Lunny.
most unwoke, okay?
You guys got a George and Lunny vibe going here with like a big brooding acrobat. Meanwhile, there's a small man who knows how to count.
No. Doesn't know how to count.
You're the large man.
Oh, I'm the large man.
Yeah.
I freaked up on so many things. I forgot my proficiency bonus.
I don't know what to tell you. The fire's kind of warm. You could probably taste that if you were a little better at investigating. Oh. I'm sorry.
What's the current temperature outside?
I don't know, like 72 degrees?
Oh, okay.
What's the temperature on the fire? Investigation. 14.
14? It's like hotter than 72 degrees.
No.
As you guys are sort of standing around this fire, you see a sort of black, shadowy figure come out from the surrounding area of the clearing. Through the autumn leaves, the reds and the browns and the golds that tumble down with it, it's a very dark figure with a pointed horn where its head should be. It's a small, sort of shrunken down, squished together torso with a face on it. It's got stubby little legs and stubby little arms, It's about the size of a dwarf, but instead of having a head, it has a big pointy horn, and on its tummy it has a big face. And it goes...
Can I... Stop, just...
You have no clue what it's saying. Also, it attacks you. Roll initiative. It charges at you.
9.
I roll a 17.
I roll a 9.
We're gonna have to roll again.
Who has the higher initiative between the two of you?
What do you have?
Do you have any initiative?
How do you calculate it?
Don't worry about it.
I have 3.
Yeah, then Brady goes before. Jello, what do you do?
I whack him with my baseball bat.
Just like as he's like he's essentially like a toddler with a horn instead of a head, and he's just sort of like stumbling
But
towards.
He's still attacking.
Oh yeah, no, go for it. Roll a d20 first to see if you hit.
11 plus strength.
Plus 3. I wrote it down in the weapon
okay.
thing.
So 14.
14. A 14 hits. You as this little chubby baby runs up to you, you smash him in the face with a baseball bat, and he tumbles over backwards. It's just like, you know how like in WWE wrestling, like they'll do a clothesline and like someone will like run into a person and they'll just like trip underneath of their arm, like because their face got smashed in.
Yeah.
That's essentially what happens, and he pulls a little slip and slide on the grass, and he gets some grass stains on the back of him, and he does a little You see more of these dark figures, these chubby little babies with horns instead of heads. You see more of them come out of the...
How many more?
You see 5. 5 more come out from the...
So, can I just kick all of them?
Can you kick all of them?
Yeah, like in succession, just like...
Like a roundhouse kick?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see about that, but it's not your turn yet. Initiative rules. Jacob had a 19, so next is the first baby. He gets up off the ground, and he's going to try and attack you, Zeke. As all of these chubby babies walk towards you, each with a rhino horn on their head, glimmering.
They give it some upkeep.
What's upkeep?
What's
upkeep? What's upkeep? What's upkeep? Is there a joke here? What's up, gamer? What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? You did that, by the way.
I know I did that, and I'm okay with it.
I think we gotta censor that. I think that's not PG-13.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't start it. Don't you dare start it.
Okay.
Some words will be said that can never be taken back if we,
The baby steps up, and with his horn, he's going to charge at you.
Jesus.
Does a 13 hit you?
Is that by armor class?
Yes, by armor class. Is it higher than your
yes.
armor class?
Yes.
All right, he is going to do 4 piercing damage to you.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It is now your turn.
I'm gonna kick that little baby in the face.
All right, roll the hit.
I got a 10.
Also, do you have a proficiency in martial arts or something like that?
There's no martial arts.
Don't worry about it then. Or like unarmed combat. I thought you
Yes. Yes.
did. In that case,
One sec. No, I can...
it doesn't matter because like you hit anyways. But you managed to kick this baby in the face, and like as you do, it turns into a black smoke, and the horn drops to the ground. You feel a little bit of like, you feel like the hole that it sort of punched into your side.
Mm-hmm.
You drip a little bit of blood, and you see a little bit of your blood on its horn. Basically, you got him epic style.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of other shadow babies approaching with...
I think we got a bop.
You got a bop?
There's no way we're
Well,
gonna be able to fight like waves upon waves of shadow babies.
Yeah.
Kyrian, what do you do?
do you communicate that?
Yeah.
That there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, guys.
Let's bop.
All right.
Are you all gonna run?
And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
quickly. I'm gonna sort of like start running and throw a ball at the same time. So I'm guessing that would put the ball at a
Yes.
disadvantage, or would that
No.
put minus whatever?
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Just roll for it.
Okay. And is that plus my dexterity modifier?
Yeah.
So that's a 16.
16.
So I'm gonna throw it at the closest one that's coming at us.
16. You do manage to hit it. Roll a d8 for damage.
8.
8. Yeah, you hit it at one and it goes straight through it. Poof, and it's gone. You see more and more start to come out through the woods, and you all start sprinting. You are running away and away and away, and more come after you until it's almost a wall of darkness with horns piercing out of it.
Is the wall of darkness like on all sides of us, or
No,
is it
no.
just
It's
behind
only
us?
behind you.
Okay.
And it's getting later in the day, so the shadows don't help either. There's a bunch of wet leaves below you. It's very slippery. And eventually you make it to a clearing in a dirt road, and there's a high wall about 30 feet up stopping, that was probably dug out from a mountain, and you've hit a dead end. The shadow babies approach you, each with their horns at the ready, and all of a sudden, from above you, a woman drops down, and you see her hold out a staff, and she casts some sort of light onto the rhino babies, and they're all gone, like that, in a heartbeat, in a flash. And she turns to you, and she has some sort of Letterman's jacket on, and she says, Oh, geez, I'm real sorry about that. That was me. I was practicing magic out here. Oh, they probably followed that. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Cheryl.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of like eye her up.
What's
I'm
that
gonna be
supposed?
like,
What's that supposed to mean?
Whoa.
Kevin?
That means what it sounds like. That
Whoa.
means what it sounds like. But what's she like? No, I mean, not like.
Whoa.
But like, is she pretty?
She's fairly attractive. She is what looks to be a wizard. She has a backpack on. She seems very spry.
Very-
She has a very short
I
hair.
appreciate that.
She has a
Very spry, you say.
She has a short, dark haircut. It's
Stop,
almost
Brady.
almost buzzed, but her hair is curly and it sticks close to her head, and she seemed extremely friendly.
Okay.
I don't like her.
I'm going to also say, hi, I'm Kyrian. Just like, very.
She says, "What's your deal, mister?" She looks at you. What are you wearing exactly?
I'd say sort of a raggedy pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Just plain white t-shirt.
And plain white tees. She says, "Are you a member of the Plain White Tees?"
I left my skateboard at the school. No.
Oh,
What are the Puritunes gonna do without
Do you
the
mean
boards?
do you mean at the university?
It's a university?
No. The Magic University up in
No.
up in Richmond, Virginia. The university up in Puritunes, which is by far not the name of the town you've just come from.
Right.
The town you've just come from is called Preston.
Well, we don't come from Puritunes.
Well, that's where I'm from. You look like you're an awful lot of something or another. Would you like to come with me?
Futin is a bad name.
Well, I'm sure whoever named it is a dumb idiot, and
Well,
I hate him.
We're following you. And
I second
That's
that.
that.
That's very threatening to say to someone that you've just met.
listen, we're following you, and that's that.
I don't like the tone of your voice, mister, but
It's
okay.
okay.
Hey,
Well-
I'm only reluctantly following you.
So I
Some
feel
of us
like
are
that
injured.
evens it out.
Injured from
All of us
your
are
magic.
injured. All of us have been injured because of your magic.
Well, not all of us
No.
from her.
All of us have been injured by her magic. I give him
What
a
he
very
said.
glaring stare.
Alrighty, well, I think okay, I can take you back to my town, the town I'm from. The town I'm from is I'll take you to the Institute. I'll take you to Mr. Crenton. He's He's a nice man. I'm sure he'll find something for you. At least until we find out what's wrong with you. I like taking in homeless kids. I've been yelled at before for doing that.
I'm not a kid.
Yeah, he's an old man.
You don't look like an oldie. Get out here, you old person. Where's your walker? Huh? We can fix you up with a cane,
He
old
forgot
person.
how to count.
Listen.
Forgot it doesn't look like he never did learn. And she giggles a little at teasing him and
I pull out my fencing swords.
she's like, "You look pretty edgy."
Yeah.
All right, well, come on. And then she turns around and she starts walking down the dirt path with her staff in hand. As you follow her, she comes to the walls of a large city. Well, you don't know that it's a large city. You just know that it's very large walls and they're extremely expansive. She draws a sort of opening with her staff. Opening a gate into the town. As you walk in, you see a couple of shops along your way, and you see in front of you what looks to be a college campus. And you walk into the main foyer with her after you walk past lush gardens and beautiful walkways. There's some
I
kids.
believe the proper term is foyer.
Foyer.
The foyer.
She walks you into the foyer, and she says, "Hold on just a second. I'll be right back, okay?" And she runs up the stairs into an office. Coming back down, like, she's leading a man with salt and pepper hair. He has sort of mutton chops that form into a mustache, but there's no beard underneath of it. And his sideburns are graying, but his mustache is not. He walks down to you and he says, I'm Mr. Quentin, and Cheryl here has just let me know that you are some kids that she endangered by using magic, and so just because we don't want you running back to one of your purity towns, we would like to offer you hospitality for the inconvenience due to her reckless magic making. As one knows, after a large spell is cast, you have to hunt down byproducts of such a spell, and she was a little late to the hunt on that one. There's some spit saying there, but it escapes me as of current. I apologize. But I would like to offer you housing here for a short time and potentially he leans into Cheryl and whispers to her, and she nods. And he says, an Expendables scholarship. We here at this magical little institution of ours, we teach the finest in spellcasting of all varieties, bardic magic, honing sorcery, and studying tomes and whatnot. We have a program here in which, for students who cannot afford to pay, we believe magic is a art that all humans should have access to because of the dangers that it causes. It only makes sense that everyone who doesn't have magic is somewhat defenseless. So we'd like to offer you experience in defense and practicing your magic by offering you a sort of deal. We have certain missions, certain things we need to take care of. You go out on those missions as a sort of field practice. You do what we need you to get done, and in return, we teach you lessons with a little bit of pay compensation. And you'd be working with other members of the program, mostly runaways like yourself. That's how it happened, right?
Just about, yeah.
And, we're ecstatic to have you here, even just as guests, even if you don't take us up on the program. But I hope that you consider